Hey, it's Det Guam with the Dare Network, and today I'm going to be talking about 2022 planning. That's right. Is it time to do it? What do you do? And then how do you hold yourself accountable for next year? So first, when? So I usually start planning in October, sometimes even November. My recent new business coach said that's too late, and he told me why. He goes, really, the first quarter of 2022 starts October 1, because in our business of real estate, as everyone knows, it's a 90-day lag. So we made a big jump this year. We are doing it September. We're doing our business planning in September. That's right, September 17th. We're getting ready for all of 2022, finishing out the year strong. And here's what we're doing. So first thing we're focusing on is mindset. Now, one of the greatest things that I have been the pleasure to be a part of is Gary Keller's top mastermind the last almost 4 years. And one thing that you notice is when we go in there and we talk about real estate and business, the number one thing he focuses on is our mindset. It's not new script or new system or new model. Those are absolutely important. But his goal is to change the way we think. Let me give you a couple examples. One book written is called Think and Grow Rich. So become wealthy, it isn't about having more money, it's about thinking how wealthy people think. So he wants us to think, if we are a $5 million producer, what would a $10 million producer do? If we're a $10 million producer, what would a $20 million producer do? If you're a $20 million producer, what would a $100 million producer do? Now, it doesn't mean you have to set yourself out to do $100 million of production, but you do need to start thinking such that you want to move that direction and everything else becomes easier or necessary. The other things, of course, we do is system and models. Once we get our mindset set, we have our goals for 2022. Now, a lot of people do a great job of saying, I want to do X in 2022. That could be number of units. That could be a volume number. Where I found, including myself, miss out, is the execution gap between, January 1 to December 31st, right? So one of the systems and models we use is called the 12-week year. Now let me kind of chunk that down how that looks. Let's say we wanted to sell 40 homes in a year, which is a nice, healthy business for an individual agent, right? That's 10 homes, roughly a quarter. Well, instead of focusing on the 40, we're going to take it back down to 12 weeks, and this is the how. We take that down to 12 weeks and focus on how do we sell 10 homes in the next 90 days. And then we even chunk it down even further. Okay, what do we need to do today or this week to be on track to sell 10 homes in 90 days, right? Which is roughly about one home every 10 days, right? That's about 9 homes, so one home every 9 days roughly. But you start putting activities in place. You start putting a mindset in place. You start looking at everything you're doing, and every week you look, was I on track this week to sell a home this week? So one thing I want you to do is when you start looking at your weekly goals, and if you're behind, I want you to be okay with that. I want you just to be aware of it so you can make changes or pivots in your business. And that's why we do it, right? It isn't to be this perfect person, it is to make changes and pivots. One of the best examples of this is Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. Super Bowl against Atlanta Falcons. They were behind. No one's ever come back that much at halftime. Well, they made changes and pivots in halftime, came back and won the Super Bowl. And that's what I want you to do in your business. Every week, take a look. Am I on track to my goal? If not, great. What changes or pivot do I need to make this week, right? Most people wait too long. They wait until 90 days in. They wait till half a year. Or worse yet, they wait into the fourth quarter where we are now and go, I'm so far behind goal. And that just doesn't work. So one more thing I want to leave you with before we go is another thing my mentor told me is, yes, we want to think 2022, but we don't want to necessarily think year, we want to think career. So I'm going to challenge you to think to 2027, 2026, 5 years from now, and see where you want your business to be, and then work backwards from there and see where you need to be in 2022 to be on track someday to be where you want in 2027. Again, it could be a unit number, it could be income number, could be a team number, whatever it may be. That is going to be the best way for you to make sure you're on track. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, to call me, email me. I'll be happy to go more in depth with this one-on-one with you. Again, I'm Det Guam with the Dare Network. Good luck in 2022.